You don't have a discipline problem, you have a design problem. And the sooner you accept that, the faster everything in your life changes. Here's the myth that most ambitious professionals are quietly running on, that the people ahead of you, the ones hitting their goals, building the right habits, showing up every single day without fail, are just built differently. More willpower, more grit, more self control baked into their DNA at birth. It is a comfortable story, because if discipline is a personality trait, your failures are not really your fault. You just were not born with enough of it, and your successes, when they do come, feel genuinely earned. But that story is wrong, and the research behind atomic habits proves it conclusively. James Clear spent years studying the science of behavior change and interviewing top performers across elite sport, business, and the arts. What he found was not a group of extraordinary people with ironclad willpower. It was a group of largely ordinary people who had made the right behavior so easy, so automatic, so completely frictionless that discipline barely entered the equation at all. They did not rely on motivation. They engineered their environment so that motivation became almost completely irrelevant. Think about what that actually means for you. Every single time you have tried to build a habit and failed, you probably blamed yourself. You were not consistent enough. You were not motivated enough. You did not want it badly enough. You told yourself you would try again next Monday, or next month, or after the holidays. But what if the problem was never you? What if the problem was that you were fighting your environment instead of designing it? Here's how this plays out in the real world. If you want to eat healthier, but your kitchen counter has a bowl of chips sitting on it, you will eat those chips. Not because you are weak, not because you lack character, but because your brain is hardwired to take the path of least resistance. That is not a flaw. That is an energy-saving feature that has kept humans alive for hundreds of thousands of years. Your brain is doing exactly what it is supposed to do. It is conserving energy wherever it can. The person who seems to have so much discipline around food, they probably just do not keep chips in the house. That is not willpower. That is design. Clear calls this principle making the right behaviors obvious and the wrong ones invisible. And it applies to absolutely everything in your professional and personal life. Your work habits, your exercise routine, your phone usage, your reading, your sleep schedule, your morning routine. Every single habit you are currently struggling with has an environmental trigger that you have not addressed yet. The environment is doing the work, and you are taking all of the blame. So here's the fundamental shift that changes how you approach everything going forward. Stop asking yourself, how do I become more disciplined? Start asking, how do I make the right choice, the easiest choice available to me right now in this moment? Because here's the thing most people never fully realize. Your environment is already shaping your behavior right now, today, this very moment, whether you designed it intentionally or not. The only question is whether it was designed on purpose, by you, with clear intention, or whether you simply inherited it by accident from your circumstances, your workplace, your phone manufacturer, and the defaults everyone else set for you. And most people inherited it entirely by accident. The open plan office that keeps fragmenting your attention every 12 minutes. The phone sitting face up on your desk buzzing with notifications. The social media app that lives on the first screen you see every morning. The back-to-back meeting schedule that blocks every hour of deep focus you ever planned to have. None of that is neutral. All of it is pushing your behavior in a direction you never consciously chose. This is exactly what separates people who build lasting habits from people who rely on New Year motivation that evaporates by the third week of January every single year. It is not character, it is architecture. Before the next video, do just one thing. Look at one habit you have been trying to build and ask yourself honestly, what in my current environment is making this harder than it needs to be? You are not looking for a dramatic life overhaul. You are looking for one single obstacle you could remove today. One piece of unnecessary friction standing between you and the behavior you actually want. Remove the friction. Remove the excuse. If this has shifted how you think about habits, the next video goes much further. we are going to get into the invisible automatic system that is already running your behavior right now without your permission, and exactly how you can begin rewriting it deliberately. Subscribe so you do not miss it.